Alright, I want my next platinum trophy to be a game that brings back memories. I saw that there's a new PvZ game. Kind of. It's the original Plants vs. Zombies, but they added some new stuff into it, like better graphics. That one is controversial. New solo challenges, like Cloudy Day mode, co-op mode, but I don't have any friends. And last but not least, the most challenging mode, Rest in Peace. It's basically hardcore Minecraft where if you die, you'll be sent back to the very start. Oh, and I almost forgot. Instead of having all lawnmowers for every lane, you only have one for every single level. And there is 50 levels in total. This took me 63 hours to complete, and I wanted to break my controller because of how annoying most of these trophies were. If you want to see more videos like this, then be sure to subscribe. Enough chit chat. You're here to see my platinum journey on For my very first level, the game shows me how to play, but come on, I'm pretty sure everyone has played a PvZ game at least once. We're not gonna talk about this one. I was having fun just mowing down zombies with pea shooters and unlocking new plants. With every plant I got, I was excited. On this level, it was a bowling minigame where I used walnuts and I was one-shotting almost every zombie. At the end of the level, I got the potato mine. This plant will be my go-to plant for early game. It's cheap and it does massive amounts of damage. As I got my very first kill with this plant, a trophy popped up. I learned that if I placed 2 rows of sunflowers, I would get a boatload of sun. Who would have thought? I was dominating every level, especially the final level. And for every 10th level, you'll be granted a random plant for that area. I had a bunch of cherry bombs. And also, did you know that cherries are my favorite fruit?
We don't care.
So I popped 10 zombie cherries at the same time and I got this trophy. The next area takes place at night, so sunflowers are useless. They'll just produce sun really slow. I would have to prioritize using the puff shroom because they cost 0 sun. After beating the first level, I got the sun shroom. The levels weren't too difficult, it's just that there's a bunch of graves where zombies will come out of at the final wave. On the last wave, I was given some really broken plants, like the doom shroom. It can one-shot everything on the screen. During that level, the zombies were dropping a bunch of coins. I collected 30 coins without it disappearing. I'm such a gold digger. The third area takes place in the backyard, where Crazy Dave has a pool. I hope he and I go skinny dipping. In most of the backyard levels, I was using Snow Pea and the 3-peater. Crazy Dave dropped his car keys and I opened his trunk and he had some goodies. There were extra seed pack slots, Gatling Pea, and twin sunflower. I really wanted the twin sunflower, but it was really expensive. The final level for the backyard was really fun. It gave me a bunch of 3-peaters and torchwoods. I was obliterating every single zombie and a new plant popped out. And the next area is the most annoying area to ever exist in this game. It's because of one thing. The fog. The fog covers almost half of the lawn, and there are 2 plants that can remove it. The first one is the plantain, in which I mostly used, and the second one is the blower. Besides the fog, nothing else was that bad until the final level. This level will give you seizures out of the wazoo because the screen will flash periodically, so you kind of have to know where you want to plant, and trust me, we're going to be doing this level for a long time. But for now, let's head to the final area, the roof. I wasn't too familiar in this area, so I was testing to see if the zombies could eat the pots, and would you know? They can't. For any plant that shoots straight, they can't be placed in the back of any lane. Only the melon pole, kernel pole, and cabbage pole. The pea shooters, for example, you can place them above the slanted roof to the right, and they can be able to hit the zombies. Crazy Dave was asking if he wanted me to skinny dip with him. I was about to say yes, but the bungee zombie took him away. This is the final level, and for this level, I would have to defeat Dr. Zombos. He drops random zombies on the roof and he sometimes puts his head down, and this is how I could be able to damage him. The trick that I did was that once his head goes down, I would use the ice shroom to freeze him and then use my jalapeno to deal extra damage. He will also throw Dave's car onto my plants and also throw up either an ice ball or a fireball. And to counter those balls, you would need to use the opposite plant. Once I defeated Dr. Zombos, he dropped a silver sunflower trophy and also another trophy. During the credits, a song played and I couldn't stop listening to it. It stuck in my head. After that, I wanted to complete all of the mini games, and I saw that you can customize the zombies, and so I toggled on all of the boxes, and it gave me 3 trophies. The next mini game was the bowling walnut, and for this one, I would have to hit 5 zombies with 1 walnut. The last mini game to complete was defeating Dr. Zombos again. There's another category called puzzles, and for this one, I would have to break these pots, and for this one, I would just have to win all 9 pot levels. This trophy took me so goddamn long to complete. I am not kidding. It took me 5 hours to get up to 15 waves of breaking these goddamn pots. So you would have to win 15 times in a row without losing. For this trophy, I would have to complete a day level with only mushrooms. It was actually a piece of cake. Another trophy that was easy is to not use any pea shooters in a pool level. So I just used cattail and some spike weeds to clear this level. The next one is to place all of the star fruits before the first wave arrives. So I had to produce as much sun as possible. To get this trophy, you need to let the very last zombie get mowed down by the lawnmower. This zombotomy level, I couldn't use any defensive plants like the walnut, tall nut, and also the pumpkin. If you ever wanted to become a zombie instead of plants, well, this game mode is for you. But you're going to have to use all of your brain cells to get this trophy. Adventure Plus is the same as the original, but Crazy Dave gives you 3 random plants every level. As I was completing the levels, I used a hypno shroom on a disco zombie, and he kindly gave me this trophy. Same goes for this one as well. The Yeti zombie appeared out of nowhere, and the chances for him to appear are extremely low. And if you kill him, he'll drop a boatload of diamonds. Another one is to finish a roof level with only grounded plants. I fought Dr. Zombos once again, and as soon as he fell over, he gave me a bunch of diamonds and coins. I had to go back and get 10 waves cleared on iZombie, and let me just say, I lost too many brain cells for this trophy. The next trophy was to clear all survival modes, even the harder versions. This took a while. I planned on reaching 40 waves on survival endless, but I instead killed 2 gargantuas with the cob cannon. I had enough coins to buy the entirety of Crazy Dave's shop, and so I did, and I got this sweet trophy. The game gave me another trophy for reaching 20 waves in survival endless, but I still need to get those 40 waves. 2 hours later, I finally reached 40 waves of survival endless. Shout out to the cob cannon. And without that, I would never have reached 40 waves. I had so many coins I could buy the whole world, but I instead bought a lot of tree food, and you would need to spend at least 100,000 coins to fully grow this tree. Now onto one of the most hardest trophies ever, and it's to complete adventure mode without dying. This is basically rest in peace mode. This took me 3 runs to complete, but hey, the trophy you get at the end looks really cool. I also forgot to mention that to get another trophy, you cannot let any zombie activate a single lawnmower. So I got both of these trophies in a single run. For the next 4 trophies, I'll just show all of them because they are pretty easy to get. This new mode called cloudy levels are kind of like the night levels, but this time a cloud appears for a certain time and your sunflowers cannot produce any sun, but instead each plant's cost is 50% off. There are 12 levels, and for each level it takes place in all of the areas. I still couldn't believe I didn't get this earlier in the platinum journey, but all I had to do was to not use any mushrooms in a night level. But this one, oh boy, this one took me a whole day to get this, and it's to collect every single plant for your Zen garden. So you must collect all 39 plants. The drop chances for getting a single garden pod is extremely low. And if you didn't know, the garden pots will come out of presents. What I did was that I replayed every final level for each area on Adventure Plus, besides the roof level. For that one, I replayed the 9th level until I got everything. As soon as I got that horrible trophy, that sweet, luxurious, sexy platinum trophy showed up, and it was finally over. If you reached this far into the video, I would just like to say thank you. This video took me a very long time to make, and I would greatly appreciate it if you were to hit that subscribe button and also that like button. And if you want to see another game that you want me to platinum, feel free to let me know in the comments.